First, I want to thank the members of the Urban League for inviting me to be a guest speaker of this year's early recognition program. I'm honored to be here, and the students should give yourselves a round of applause because you are doing great things, and you are this country's future leaders. Before I get started, I got a quick question. How many of y'all like money? That's it? Who likes money? All right, I got a question. And if you can answer this question correctly, I will personally hand you this $20 bill. Yes, for real. All right. Who knows the difference or can describe what intangible and intangibles are?
Tangible means that you can see it and you can touch it, and intangible is basically the opposite.
Bingo. She said it just the way I put it in my speech. I know that's right. Materialistic things are tangible, and anytime those can be taken away from you, just like I can walk over there and take that $20 bill back. Your education is an intangible asset. No one can ever take that from you. Now, if you invest in yourself today, you can use those intangibles, such as your education, to buy those tangible assets. To me, education is a lifelong learning process, and the way the road is evolving, the way business is done, the way things are changing, in order for you to be successful, you have to move at the speed of business. And you do that by educating yourself. I know we talk all the time about education, blah, 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 blah. I was 15 in high school, and I sat in where you're sitting, and somebody was giving me a lecture about education. And when you're young, sometimes you're thinking like, yeah, well, I have plenty of time. And in all honesty, you don't, because today you're a teenager, tomorrow you're 20, and you're 25, and you're 30, and then you're wondering like, dang, where did the time go? It's easy for someone such as myself to stand in front of you and talk about staying in school, but I want to give you a brief rundown of where I come from. In the beginning, I was passionate about school. I loved going to school, and then things took a turn. I don't want to say for the worst, but things took a turn that would change my life and give me a different outlook on things. My mother had a horrible substance abuse problem, and to the point where she would steal from her kids. And I'm trying to go to school with that, knowing I haven't seen my mother in a few days. I'm staying home from school to look after my younger sisters just to make sure she's not stealing from us, and just to see if she's going to come home. So, you know, life throws you some curveballs, but it's up to you what you decide to do with that. You can use it as a crutch, or you can say, I'm not going to be a product of my environment. Now, we have teachers and counselors that are in our school system that are there to collect a paycheck. And you got to make them earn their money. Because if you show up and, you know, you just reason by, you're making their job easy for them. Make them earn their money. And I say that because when I went to my counselor and we're talking about my problems, like, you know, you've missed so many days of school this year. And I'm like, I have a pretty good reason why I'm not coming to school. And I'm like, well, you know, maybe you should drop out of school and, you know, get a job. why do I want to be a statistic? So basically, what I'm getting at is, don't let anyone tell you what you cannot do. I know there's a lot of you that have friends that, they want to do other things, they're not thinking about school. And some of your friends may clown you because you're like, I got to go to class or I got to get this assignment done. If you have anybody, whether it's friends, family, trying to steer you away from where you want to go in life, you need to cut them off, keep it moving. Now, given my situation, I didn't have the best grades in high school. We're not going to talk about what I got in high school. But I didn't let that stop me. I did not let that stop me. I graduated from high school. I started off college at Memorial Community College, and some people think, well, MCC, that's a whack school. No, it's not. MCC is one of the top community colleges in this country. So, when you get out of high school and you're not really sure what you want to do yet as far as school, go to MCC. It's a great starting point. Knock out your credits. They will transfer to just about any college in this country. You can quote me on that. When I finished, while I was at MCC, I networked. Networking is key because the friends that you meet in high school and in college, they're 9 out of 10, those are going to be your friends for the rest of your life. And you never know where the person sitting next to you is going. I mean, the person sitting next to you might be the manager that hires you one day, all because of your affiliation and what you're doing right now. So yeah, I finished at MCC. I got my first bachelor's degree. I joined the military. Did 8 years in the Army, reserves. Then I cross-trained into the Air Force. And what bugs people, everyone asks me, what do you do? I'm a finance budget analyst for the Air Force Reserves, and that job, plus my education, I'm an analyst for headquarters, Air Force Reserve Command out of Rochester Air Force Base. What I do affects missions both in the United States and around the world. The Air Force does great things for this country. It's not all what you see on TV. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. As a matter of fact, I'm currently in Washington, D.C. on a special assignment. I drove up here just to speak with you. Basically, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for finishing high school, going to college. Even when you finish college, your education does not stop there. You always have to strive to be better at what you do. Just from my experience and different places that I've been, technology is changing. You can have your degree today, and a couple years from now, I don't want to say it's obsolete, but something changes when you have to stay in the game. You have to always, try to, I'm trying to think how can I spin it for you. With the way things are changing, you just want to stay in the game. It's just like, if you guys are playing football or basketball, and you know that you're going against another competitor, and their center is 7'12". Yeah, 7 feet. But you gotta make it sound good. But you're wondering, okay, well, how can I keep from getting blocked? Well, don't drive to the hole. Shoot a jump shot. Work on your jump shot. And that's basically what I'm trying to get at. And in closing, just remember that, and I know people are going to say this time and time again, education, education, education. It is important. Don't let no one tell you what you cannot do. Okay? Do not be a product of your environment. Even though I don't live in Rochester anymore, every morning when I log into my computer, I log into the DemocraticChronicle.com and I see us in a negative light. And they talk about how Rochester has one of the worst graduation rates in the country. And it's like, well, we can do better. And it starts with you. It starts with you. Don't be a product of your environment. Don't let no one tell you what you can't do. No one can stop you from achieving your goals except you. All right? So then, you can all give yourselves a round of applause. I'm happy that you were all able to have me as a speaker, and keep doing your thing. And I know I say it again, don't be a product of your environment. I am so sincere when I say, don't be a product of your environment, because I'm a young black male from Rochester, grew up in the 19th Ward. I'm trying to do some good things, and I know you all can do the same thing. Thank you.